الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وجعل الظلمات والنور ثم الذين كفروا بربهم يعدلون صدق الله العظيم. Inshallah, this khutbah, we're going to talk about the first three ayahs of the Surah Al-An'am. In the first ayah, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is saying that all the praises and thanks be to Allah. All the praises and thanks be to Allah. Alhamdulillahi alladhi khalaqa as-samawati wal-arda. The one who created the heavens, the sama, and the earth. وَجَعَلَ الظُّلُمَاتِ, and made the darkness, originated the darkness. So, darkness is made by Allah. And then, when Nur, and He made darkness and Nur, the light. ثُمَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, then those who disbelieved, بِرَبِّهِمْ يَعْدِلُونَ, in their Lord equate others with Him. In their Lord. He is their Lord too. He is their Rabb too. What? What did they do? They disbelieved. And in the next ayah, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is saying that Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, هُوَ الَّذِي خَلَقَكُم مِّن طِينٍ. He is the one who created you from clay. طين. He is the one that created you from clay. ثُمَّ قَضَى أَجَلَهُ, then He decreed a term. Then, after the creation of us from clay, He decreed a term. Ajal. Ajal is a term. وَأَجَلٌ مُسَمًّى, and a term specified عِنْدَهُ, with Him. A term specified with Him. So Allah Jalla Jalaluhu specified our ajal, our term. Let's emphasize that. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu qadha, decreed, ajal, the term. ثُمَّ أَنْتُمْ تَمْتَرُونَ, yet you doubt. It's very clear. He decreed the ajal, the time, the term, but we're still in doubt. He decreed it. Qadha, He decreed it. Indahu, it's with Him. So, but ثُمَّ أَنْتُمْ تَمْتَرُونَ, yet you doubt. And in the next ayah, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is saying that Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, وَهُوَ اللَّهُ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَفِي الْأَرْضِ, and He is Allah. He is the one Allah. هُوَ اللَّهُ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَفِي الْأَرْضِ, in the heavens, in the samawat, and in ard, on earth. In, fi, in. heavens and earth. Heavens might not be a little bit, it might be a little bit confusing term, but in the sky and earth, one Allah in the sky and earth. يَعْلَمُ سِرَّكُمْ. He knows your secret. Sirrakum. He knows your secret. وَجَهْرَكُمْ. And what you make public. He knows it. وَيَعْلَمُ مَا تَكْسِبُونَ. And He knows what you earn. Merits and demerits, what you earn. Doing good or bad deeds, He knows. Kasb, to earn. Openly or secretly. If you do a deed, you only know, He still knows what you earn from that. Now, He is the only Ma'bud. The one that deserves to be worshipped is one Allah. He is in the sky and earth. So that doesn't mean He occupies a space. No. Let's not think about that. He is beyond being in a space. Not that. He is beyond that. Now, let's look at an event that, Imam al-Ghazali, rahmatullah alayhi, his teacher, Imam al-Haramain al-Juwayni, he was a scholar at his time. And in his town, there was a wealthy man. He invited him to a dinner, feast. And then people in that town, important people, came. The scholars of Islam and everybody. And then they all, of course, that night surrounded him. Imam al-Haramain. And then, while he's talking, one of them asked him a question. He said, in the Surah Al-Taha, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is saying that, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman ala al-Arshis tawa. Ar-Rahman is established over the throne. In the Surah Al-Taha, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is saying that Rahman, Ar-Rahman, the most gracious, is established over the throne. Even though Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is saying that, how do you explain that He is beyond space? He is not confined to a space. What is the proof that you have that Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is not confined to a space? Imam al-Haramain answered his question with another ayah. Yunus alayhi salam, when he was in the stomach of the fish, he said, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. So the translation of that is that there is no God but except you. Glory be to you, indeed, I am one of the wrongdoers. So of course, when he read this ayah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. Everybody started to laugh. They acted like they understood what he meant. What he meant by, this is the answer to your question. But the house owner, he saw his guests smiling and nodding, and he said, I didn't understand what you meant by that. So can you explain it to me? He said, okay. Imam al-Haramain said, I will explain it to you, but what you need to do is, there's somebody in this room that owes 1,000 dinar to somebody else. He's in a really bind. If you pay his debt, I will explain what I mean. He said, okay, I'll take over his debt, 1,000 dinar. Just explain to us what you mean. And then Imam al-Haramain explained what he meant. He said, during the Miraj, when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did Miraj, he said, Oh Allah, I don't have the ability to praise you the way you deserve. You are as you praise your own self. So this was during the Miraj. He addressed Allah as Anta, you. And then in this ayah, Yunus alayhi salam, when he was in the stomach of the fish, he said, La ilaha illa anta, you. You only use anta when you're talking to somebody one-on-one, face-to-face. So two different situations, two different messengers, they are addressing Allah as you, like they're seeing Him. So that is the proof that Allah Jalla Jalaluhu cannot be confined to a space. And of course time. So Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is saying that Sirakum, He knows what's hidden, your secret. So when you say something in secret, or when you say something to public, He knows. And also, He knows what you earn. So if you have something going through your mind to earn something or to get rid of a bad thing that is coming to you, He knows. He knows what you're thinking in your heart. So He recompenses you. He pays you back for what you've done according to your intentions. So He is the one Allah in the samawat, which is somebody's heart. And in our somebody's nafs. Nafs can be that low, or samawat, heart can be so high. So there is another explanation of the secret. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu embedded in everybody's heart a secret of being a Khalifa, successor. He knows what He has put into each heart. That is the surah, that is the secret of each person. So with that, each person can receive divine inspiration. This is the ability that Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has given to each human being. And then He also knows when you perform a deed, what kind of attribute it can be associated with. When you do something out of compassion, where does that come from? Ar-Rahman. When you hit somebody out of your own nafs, that comes from the shaitan. He knows the situations that we are in. So we have abilities, we have hidden and what we can see, abilities, right? Somebody can play really good soccer. That is a apparent ability. But somebody can be very promiscuous in a hidden way. But Allah Jalla Jalaluhu knows those things. But when somebody is held accountable to divine decrees, then the truth is revealed. What do you perform? Do you do khair or shar? Good or bad deeds? He knows. So, kasb is earning. Angels, can they earn anything? No. How about animals? Do they earn anything? No. Malaika cannot earn any attributes, sifat, from animals. And animals cannot earn anything from Malaika. How about human beings? Human beings possess the both attributes. You can be angelic, like an angel. When you perform a deed, You do what Allah orders, and then you can be like an animal if you follow your carnal desires. You possess the both abilities, right? So, if we possess both abilities, angelic and carnal, animalistic, right? If we desire this, we possess those two things. How do we get close to Allah? Easy. Study the ahlak, the manners of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is the same as ahlak of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. That's how you get close to Allah. And you can go above Malaika's maqam with ahlak. Not just only ibadah, not just only worship to Allah, but it needs to be combined with ahlak of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nobody else. So, you can be the best of the creation. Best. You know how? You hang on to the mandatory things that Allah Jalla Jalaluhu decrees. Mandatory things. And then you connect with the nafil, extra things. And then you stay away from what He says don't do. And you do what He says you do. And then you can be the best of the creation. If you do the other way, then you can be the worst of the creation. So think of a human being is like a mirror. It has two sides. One side is rububiyyah. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has given each person attributes from Himself. Some people are very affectionate, compassionate, full of love. Some people are very angry, very bitter. So we possess some of the attributes from Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. When you look at from that side, insan, that person is very, very high. Oh wow. He possesses some of the attributes of Allah. But if you look at the other side of the mirror, how about when it comes to doing ibadah? Fulfilling the decrees of Allah and being like the ahlak of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he is what? Missing a lot. So there's two sides of the mirror. One side, great attributes, perfect attributes of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is shining through. On the other side, being ibadi, doing what Allah Jalla Jalaluhu requires, missing. So there's two sides of it. So if you know your deficiencies on one side, then you know where you are. If you look at yourself from the other side, the attributes you possess, then you can think yourself, you're the ilah to be worshipped. How different is it? So you look at your deficiency in the mirror of what is expected and what you perform. That's what matters. You possess the attributes, but how you utilize your abilities, what's given to you, your characteristics is a key. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, Haq Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, is saying that He has embedded before a baby is born. He has embedded some intimate characteristics in the alim al-ghayb, into that child. He knows what He is embedded in that child. And then when that child is born, He knows that He instills two things. On the east side of a person, an angel, malaika, with nur. On the left side, shaitan, with darkness, zulumat. Nur, darkness. And then, one day, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu offers him a deal. Alright? If you accept Islam, if you take Allah as your Lord, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as your messenger, then what? You enter Jannah, enter my paradise. But if you persist in denial, then you go to Jahannam. According to that person's choice, then Allah Jalla Jalaluhu directs what will happen after that. What happens? What happens when somebody accepts Allah Jalla Jalaluhu as his Lord, and then he tells the angel to guide him. As he lives, he becomes the ruh, the spirit. And then his heart becomes content and full of peace, salam. And then he surrenders to Allah and then becomes obedient and content. And how about other way? He becomes uneasy. He denies Allah. And then he becomes rebellious. Oh, come on. It can't be like that. No, Allah wouldn't want you to do like that. Doesn't know, but he is in doubt. And that darkness covers his body. So what happens when somebody accepts Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, does his ibadah, and then Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is saying in the Surah Al-Hijr that Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Inna ibadi laysa laka alayhim sultan. Indeed, my slaves, he's saying to Shaitan, indeed, you do not have any authority over my slaves. So, if you become Allah's ibadi, like we've been talking about, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu tells Shaitan, you have no authority above them. Period. Just be ibadi. Then, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu tells the Shaitan, you don't have any authority over him. Now we're talking about the Surah Al-An'am. Reading the Quran is a very profitable ibadah, especially certain parts of it. Surah Al-An'am, it was revealed in Mecca Muharramah. Suddenly, 70,000 malaika came down onto the sama, and they started doing tasbih, subhanallah, alhamdulillah, subhanallah, alhamdulillah. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he heard that, the whole earth shook with their tasbih. Subhanallah, alhamdulillah. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was overwhelmed. He did sajda. And he said, Subhana Rabbi al-Azim, and he passed out. Subhana Rabbi al-Azim, 70,000 malaika. So what happens? Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, according to a riwayah from him, that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that whoever reads the Surah Al-An'am, malaika does salat on that person day and night. Day and night, whoever reads it. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is saying that in the morning, you know how we do the last three ayahs of Hashr, Wallahu alladhi, that is your security. After Fajr and after Maghrib, the last three ayahs of Hush. You read it, and that's your security. And then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying that after the last three ayahs of the Hashr, you read the first three ayahs of the Surah Al-An'am, what happens? Allah Ta'ala Jalaluhu gives you 70,000 malaika as your deputies, as his deputies to you. And then they will protect you until Yawm al-Qiyamah. But you have to do this every morning. Every morning. And then you get thawab, like good deeds, like you are doing the ibadah like that 70,000 malaika. You're getting good deeds. And then if shaitan dares to give your heart or tries to give your heart an idea, bad idea, what happens is that Allah Jalla Jalaluhu sends a malaika from the seventh heaven down to him with an iron bat, and he just beats him up. Malaika, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu sends from the seventh heaven down to your heart, and he beats that shaitan with the iron bat. And then Allah Jalla Jalaluhu puts 70,000, I don't want to say something about 70,000 veils between you and shaitan. 70,000. And then what happens? The beauty of it is at the end. In the Yawm al-Qiyamah, in the judgment day, now Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is saying to us that Ya Bani Adam, the son of Adam, okay, walk in the shadow of my nur. Walk. And then eat from the fruits of my heaven. Drink from my kawthar. And then take a bath in the spring of Salsabil. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu will tell you that. And then he's saying, you're going to do these things because you are my beloved. You are my love. You are my beloved. And I am your Rabb that you loved in your heart. And then today, there's no hisab for you, no accountability for you, and there's no adab for you. There's no punishment for you.